going on, everybody? Excuse me. It is your boy, Trey Sensen. We got a little bit of a review, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. Before we get into this little bit of a discussion, a little bit of a video, I got something for you. I need something from you. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video, and I need you to sub to the channel. Also, I need you to continue to check in and let me know where you're watching these videos from. Evidently, we are live in Australia. Had a tap in from Australia, which is wonderful. Usual suspects like Wyoming always checking in, Bay Springs, Mississippi, Chicago Heights. Thank you, and continue to tap in. But big shout outs to Australia for tapping in with your boy. So a little bit different of a video because there's a couple of fragrances I was wrong about. Absolutely wrong. I didn't like these fragrances, or I didn't really, not that I didn't like them, I just didn't really think that much about them. When I first encountered them, I had some interactions with them, and then, well, as time went on, they proved me wrong. They grew on me. The first one, from the house of Latafa, and this is one of the newest fragrances to my collection. It is Terio Intense. I got this fragrance, and I'm not gonna say I was disappointed. I was just kind of like, it's mediocre. Typical spicy fragrance. Still don't like the cap with the stupid snake on there. I think that's ridiculous. But I was like, that's kind of an average fragrance. No big deal. Then I wore it. Then I gave it a full wearing, not just a sample size wearing, but a full day's wearing. Because I had sprayed it on my arm and wore it. And again, I just wasn't that impressed with it. After a full day's wearing of this, I am impressed. And it is good. I saw the original Terio this weekend in Burlington, but I don't think I need it and the Intense. It was a little bit more than the Intense. It was $45, where this one was $34. So I was just like, nah. Passed on it, not gonna get it. So about this fragrance, it is spicy, powdery goodness. I had two females within probably a 30 to 35 minute period ask me what I was wearing. One lady's words, "Ooh, you smell good. What is that you're wearing? Man, you smell good." Last thing she said about it was, "You paid a lot of money for that." I didn't tell her any different. Next lady comes along and she goes, "Oh my, you smell amazing." And I'm just like, thank you, thank you. And she goes, "Ooh." And she goes, "I wonder if that'll smell good on my husband." And I said, "I don't see why not." And then she goes, "No, what is it?" And I said, let me see if I can find it for you. So I got my phone and looked it up, and she took a picture of my phone. She said, "I've got to get my husband some of that." She said, "Now if he'll just wear it." She said, "I try to keep him smelling good, but he doesn't wear, half the stuff that I buy." And I'm just like, poor guy. I wish I had somebody buying me fragrances. I would definitely wear them. But from the house of Latafa, it is Terio. Now, do I feel like this is one of Latafa's best fragrances? Yeah. Do I feel like it's their best fragrance? No, I still think that is Kamra Kawa. I think that's the best that I've smelled from the house of Latafa. But I can't wait for this to maturate a little bit and, see what it's like. I don't know if this is unisex. I can't see this being unisex. This is a very peppery, spicy fragrance, but it smells good. And again, I think this is another example of wear your fragrances when you want to, because most people would say, yeah, that's good for a winter's day. And it is. It is. But clearly, it was almost 95 degrees today in Alabama, and this did well. Just saying, wear what you want when you want. It's about how you wear the fragrance. One fragrance that I was definitely wrong about, I'm definitely recommending that you pick this up. It is popping up at Burlington's as well as the original Teriyaki. What a weird name to say. But the original is popping up at Burlington's as well. Be mindful of the price, though. I think you can get it cheaper than what I saw the original price for, which was, again, $45. I was like, can't pay that for it. This one I got for $34, so there you have it. All right, going way back in the day, and I got this fragrance for the low. I paid $16 for this fragrance, and I've had it, and it's discontinued, but nobody cares that it's discontinued because it's just an entry-level tobacco fragrance, and by that you already know what I'm talking about, from the house of Calvin Klein. It is CK Shock. And when I first got this fragrance, I thought very underwhelming, spicy tobacco. I mean, just very underwhelming. I didn't think anything about it. I wasn't impressed with it. And then I let it maturate, pulled it out, and wore it. I wore it to work one day. And the number of compliments that I got from this fragrance and the number of questions that this fragrance brought up just threw me for a loop. And I'm just sitting there shaking my head. The young lady, it was a young lady I was working with, very attractive lady. And she kept on, she said, "Trey, you smell good." And I said, like, I'm cocky, so I'm like, "Man, that's every day." And she was like, "Yeah, but you smell real good." And then she's like, "What is that you got on?" And then she just started calling out, "Is that Baccarat? Is that Bond? Is that it?" And I'm just like, why would I wear any of that to work at a grocery store? I'm like, no, I never did tell her what it was, but I'll tell you, it was CK Shock. And I'm basing this on the 3 or 4 unsolicited compliments that I got in just a number of hours from women. And I'm just like, you know what? That does smell pretty good. Sweet, spicy, fizzy tobacco. Not very linear. I'm sorry. It's very linear. Not a whole lot of movement, but it smells good. If you have an opportunity to pick this up and you haven't, you may want to pick up a bottle and then a backup bottle again. When it comes to tobacco fragrances, it's not red tobacco. It's not Triumph of Bacchus. It's not on anywhere near those levels, but that's fine. Because if I'm being honest with you, I've gotten more compliments from CK Shock than I have red tobacco and Triumph of Bacchus combined. And look, I love Triumph of Bacchus, but it can be too much for some people. The tobacco in it is just too strong for some people. I like it, but not everybody does. But I like it, but to some people it's just, I'll say it again, it's just too strong. This is not. It's very sweet tobacco, a sweet, fizzy, fruity tobacco. And I like it. It grew on me. I was wrong about it. The next fragrance I was wrong about is not just one particular fragrance. It's a line of fragrance from the house of Burberry. It's the Burberry Hero line. Now, I don't have the original Hero yet. I will get it, but I have Burberry Hero Parfum and Burberry Hero EDP. I just grabbed one. This is the Parfum. And I wore the Eau de Parfum yesterday. And again, I wear my fragrances whenever I want to. I don't care what the temperature is, what the atmosphere is. Again, I'm in a controlled environment at work, so I will wear whatever I want, how I want, when I want. But this entire line, I was just wrong about. I was absolutely wrong about. When I smelled the original Burberry Hero, I was just, like, and I didn't really think too much about it, especially when I saw the price that they were asking. And I was just like, I'm not paying that. And I haven't paid it, but I do need to add the original Burberry Hero to my repertoire. That is so nice. That perfume is so nice. Dank, dark, ashy, leathery, resinous, mucky, muddy, earthy goodness is what this is right here. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, I wasn't necessarily wrong about this one. It was love at first sniff. But again, I was very late to the Burberry party, to the point where I don't have a bottle of Burberry Hero. It's one that I will be adding. That's just great. That is just great. Again, this does lean cool, rainy. This reminds me of Alabama in November, is what it reminds me of. It reminds me of an Alabama rain when it's been, when it's been raining and the sidewalk is getting a little hot. It's just got that dark, dank, muddy, earthy, type of smell after a morning rain, a morning thunderstorm, which we have here in Alabama, and then the sun comes out a little bit and heats it up, and it's just, that's what this reminds me of. Maybe that's why I like it so much. It just smells familiar and it smells like home, but nonetheless, it is a beautiful fragrance. From the house of Burberry, it is Burberry Hero, the entire Hero line, from the original Hero to the Eau de Parfum to the Parfum. I guess next it'll be Elixir or Elixir Intense, but that's nice. All three of these fragrances, well, this one wasn't pass at first sniff. The first time I smelled this, I liked it. But again, the Hero line, the original Burberry Hero, I was late to the point where I think I added Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum last year and that one earlier, well, just a few months in my last haul. So yeah, but these three fragrances were slept on by me. Again, Terio, look for this at Burlington for $34. It is a great fragrance. And CK Shock, 15 to 16 bucks. Can't beat it. You cannot beat it. Burberry Hero EDP is a little bit expensive, and so is the Parfum. They're a little bit pricey. They're gonna cost you about $150 to $200 for retail, but you can get them at places like Joma Shop, and yeah, smell pretty good. All right, guys. It is time for your boy to get off of here. It is late. It's probably about 2 o'clock in the morning. I work. They got me back on my regular shift. Thank goodness. I love it. So came home and fell asleep in the recliner, and I decided, hey, I got to get a video up. So here we are. With that being said, guys, listen, I love you all, and may God bless you all. Again, thank you for being the best part of my channel. Continue to tap in with me, please. We're a small channel, and we're just chugging along upstream. So, but we're doing our best, and hope you're enjoying the content. I'm still having fun doing it. As long as I'm having fun doing it, we're gonna keep doing it. So with that being said, I'm gonna get off here. I love you all, and may God bless you all. Till next time, guys. Peace.